Hey guys, welcome to the My Gear series part 2. As you can see behind me, I have my kayak pretty much fully set up for tournament fishing. I'm going to go over how I have it set up for a tournament and do a walkthrough of some of the items I bring with me. The only items I do not have currently in my boat are the fishing rods, and that'll be part 3 of this series. I'm going to lead out with what I think is the most important piece of gear that I bring with me. Most tournaments do actually require you to have a PFD. I have a Magellan Outdoors, so this is a Academy Sports brand. Academy Sports is a local sporting goods store by me, and they make some great gear and have good prices. This one is made specifically for kayak fishing, as it has the mesh back below the foam, so you don't have the foam actually button up against your seat. What I also love about this vest is all the compartments. This small pocket here, I actually keep a set of fingernail clippers, so anytime that I'm having to cut and retie, I've got those right handy to snip my line. This pocket is probably one of the most important pockets on here. It actually holds my phone, folds out flat, and I keep a Rogue Tether. These are awesome. This has saved my phone multiple times. Obviously, fishing in a tournament, you have to have your phone on you. That's how you're taking pictures and submitting fish. So having your phone on you on a kayak, when there is always that chance that you fumble it, having this on there saved my phone. I got this actually after watching one of Greg Blanchard's videos. If you've not watched any of his videos yet, please check him out. He is by far one of my favorite YouTubers there is. Next, I have a pocket here. I always keep a set of needle nose pliers. I actually have a scale in here just in case I catch a fish big enough that I feel like I need to weigh it. Put that back. The next piece of equipment that you have to have when kayak fishing is a measuring board. This is a Ketch Board. The tournaments local to me require Ketch. A lot of the tournaments are starting to go to Ketch. Love my Ketch Board. This is a carbonate. They do make some aluminum boards as well, but love this board. The tournament identifier slides right into here. I don't have it currently on the Ketch Board, as I've went fishing a few times lately that weren't tournaments and just wanted to still practice measuring my fish. It's easy to mess up a picture. I know taking a picture of a fish seems so easy, but it's so easy to actually make a mistake on measuring your fish. You can leave the mouth a little bit open and, you know, get deductions from that. You can not have a picture straight down, get deductions from that. So practicing measuring your fish is very important. Get a board, take some time, and practice. I also have this board leashed. I think it's important to have leashes on anything in your kayak that's not going to float if it falls out. I would hate to lose my Ketch Board, especially in a tournament. It would end the tournament for me. The next very important piece of gear on my kayak, as mine is a paddle kayak, is the paddle. The paddle is very, very vital on a paddle kayak. Obviously, without the paddle, you're not in motion. Having a good paddle that you can use all day long that doesn't wear you out. I know it seems like the weight of a paddle is very minimal, but if you have a cheap paddle that is heavy, it's going to wear you out faster. This is a Bending Branches Whisper. Love this paddle. It's been great for me. The next piece of gear is my tackle. I know I went over this in my tackle video, but these are the small tackle boxes that came out of my tackle box. I have a spot on each side of my seat that these can slide into, and then they actually latch into place here. And then I also keep one under the seat, so I can just lean my seat back a little bit, reach under and grab that, and I have that tackle close at hand at all times. The other tackle box that I have here, this is a Cal Coast Battle Box. Check it out. It's great for terminal tackle. So I keep hooks, weights. Each of these little containers, you can label with what's inside of them. You just squeeze, they pop right open. And again, I have my battle box tethered. It is always good, anything that doesn't float in your kayak, to have tethered. Having a good net in your kayak is very important, as when you get them close to the boat and they start thrashing around, it is easy to lose it, as you don't have a lot of leverage in a kayak versus being in a boat or bank fishing. Having this net where you can just pop it out and bring them to you and be ready to scoop them up as you bring that fish to you makes such a big difference. A net is very important. Like I've said, tether anything that doesn't float. Some people will tether their net also. I do not tether my net because mine floats, and I don't want to have extra cordage that I could trip up on or get tangled up on if for some reason I have an incident. But again, net, very important. This net is foldable. I like to keep it folded out. I don't feel like it takes up any more space. I lay it across the kayak just like this, and when I'm using it, I usually actually have a rod sitting over top of it. I'll pick that rod up and grab the net from there. Anchor is important. There are times that you'll be drifting around with kayak. Every little bit of wind can drift you. So I actually anchor up with just an old window weight, have it tied onto some anchor line, and then hook it onto my anchor trolley so I can anchor to the front or back of my kayak. The last two pieces of equipment I want to talk are not necessary for tournament fishing, but they are necessary for this channel. I have a chest rig for my GoPro. Love having a chest rig. I've tried a rig on my hat and a rig, you know, just strapped on my head. Not very comfortable, especially for long hours. Chest rig is very comfortable. I feel like it gives good view. I would like to add an arm and a second GoPro, and plan to do that hopefully by the end of this year, and ultimately have a back view of my kayak and me while I'm catching fish. But this is a great starter way of getting footage in the kayak. The last thing is my GoPro. I have a GoPro Hero 8. It is a great camera. Come with 3 batteries. The batteries don't last very long until needing charged, so I do suggest, if you have any plan of putting together videos, pick up some extra batteries. Of my tournament setup on my kayak, if you have anything that you think I've missed, please let me know, and next video will be my rods and reels and setup for fishing. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.